Hello everyone! So, mainly at the request of my father, I'm going to be recording another match of my playing StarCraft 2 co-op. He wanted to see the new Fenix commander. My father does not game anymore, but he used to, and he still has a lot of fond recollections of StarCraft. He is the one who got me into gaming in the first place. I already recorded one of these earlier, but I screwed up the audio, and you couldn't hear my voice over the game most of the time, so here I am back again. I don't know if I'm going to share this with anyone other than my father or not. If I'm not, then it's kind of weird that I'm talking about him in the third person right now, but whatever. So I guess I'll just get right to it. I am, as mentioned, playing as the new Fenix commander, who is not Fenix, he is Talendar. He is a purifier, a machine based on Fenix's personality. I like to call them Protoss Cylons for, well, probably obvious reasons at this point. But he is not the real Fenix. He is more properly known as Talendar, the name he chose for himself. Lore fans everywhere have an eye twitch over the fact that Blizzard is calling him Fenix, but I guess he has more name recognition that way, so it does make sense from a marketing perspective. And as with the previous match that you are not going to see because I deleted the recording, I am matched with a level 90 mastery player, in this case Karax, which means we're going to be getting that awesome Purifier synergy because Karax is also kind of a Purifier commander, and he has a lot of buffs and healing and such for mechanical units, and all of our units on both teams here are mechanical, because the Purifiers are machines. Rifts to Core Hall, which I tend to view as the most vanilla of all the co-op maps. It's just go kill the enemy base, pretty much. I mean, you gotta kill the Void Shards, but they're in enemy bases, so this is a very simple map. The only thing that's vaguely noteworthy about it is that the first attack comes a lot earlier on this one versus others. For a while there, I wasn't sure we would ever get a Purifier commander because of Karax, because he already uses most of the Purifier units, but they managed to figure it out. And the load screen is slow again. I paid extra for an SSD, and I still have to wait for load screens. Probably the other player
Corporal Faraday reporting in with a sit-rep, commanders. Amon's forces are summoning Void Shards all across the city. We're looking at total devastation if they're allowed to activate. I need you to take down those shards while there's still time.
Not enough minerals.
I am not yet max level with Fenix, but I have unlocked most of his cooler perks. One of the more interesting ones is he can remove all of the tech requirements and gas costs on buildings, so I can build like a Stargate and a fleet beacon right now and start churning out carriers. That being said, I have found that doing so isn't as useful as you might think. It's difficult to get any significant number of high-tier units this early in the game, so I think I'm just going to go through the traditional tech tree pretty much, Gateway, Cybercore. I'm probably going to add in some air units later because they are one of the better builds, and because the Purifier carriers look incredibly cool. Everything Fenix has, every single one of his units and buildings has unique Purifier skins. Even the interface has a unique skin, which is the first commander to be like that. That was an ugly sentence, I'm ashamed of that. Yes, all of his skins are unique, is my point. Why am I waiting for my game to finish to start this? Again, I am distracted by the narration, so I am probably going to play rather poorly. And as you can see, the enemy is already gunning for us, which is fun. Karax can probably take care of it with his call-ins. This is a unique building for Fenix, the Purifier Conclave. It is used to download powerful AI personalities of Protoss heroes into your units, granting them increased powers and capabilities.
Shall be purified.
It's a Zerglin, Lester.
We will eradicate them.
Karax, buddy.
You require more Vespine gas. Upgrade complete.
So my Zealot died, but I have upgraded the Caldalis AI now, which is probably the most well-known character. All of the AIs are actual characters from the lore, but some of them are pretty obscure. Caldalis was featured in the Legacy of the Void cinematic, and the Reclamation short. He is the scar-faced Akundalar Zealot.
Cyros Arbiter standing by.
So I can now call down Fenix. He can take
I'm
the
right.
form of occupy this one of 3 suits. You can only have one at a time, but you can swap between them quite often. The cooldown is quite short, as you can see. The Dragoon is the most powerful. It does the most damage. And here we have Caldalis, the upgraded
Our
Zealot.
research has concluded.
The AIs, they have better stats and new abilities. If he is killed, he will immediately transfer to another Zealot, so I pretty much can't ever lose Caldalis as long as I have Zealots. I also want to add Talus, the Adept hero.
I have detected an incoming enemy attack. They are moving swiftly.
And yeah, the suits, they all have their different strengths, but the biggest reason to switch between them is that they can only regenerate their energy when they aren't deployed. So even though the Dragoon is the best, I actually tend to use it the least, which is kind of counterintuitive.
Accessing Talus's memories now.
But it allows me to ration its energy.
Deploying onto the front line.
This is the Praetor suit, which is melee and very tanky.
Made
And
manifest.
can't attack air, so of course they send a Mutalisk.
Your allies' base is besieged.
But back to the
skies
Arbiter.
of honor guide you.
The Arbiter is the least useful on the whole, but it does have some niche applications. Most notably, it can activate mass recall to teleport your troops around the map, which is very,
We do
very
not have
handy.
enough minerals.
And I tend to use it the most because, or at least quite often, precisely because it is often the least useful, so I can save the energy of the others for when I really need it.
Upgrade.
And this is the best power of the Dragoon. It can temporarily remove the cooldown of all of its abilities, allowing it to deal massive damage in a short amount of time. Deploy something else so the Dragoon can regenerate its energy. The cooldown does not remove the energy costs, unfortunately. And much to my joy, Fenix finally gets scouts, first Protoss co-op commander to do so. One thing I do find a little frustrating about Fenix is there's 1,000,001 upgrades he needs to get to be useful.
Minerals are required.
When you're max level, he has a mastery course that reduces the cost at least.
We do not have enough minerals.
And you may note my ally is not really anyone to be
that's how it's
seen.
done.
That doesn't necessarily
Good work.
mean he's a
Just
bad
gotta do
player.
the
That's
same to the
kind of how
rest of them.
Karax works.
The field is
He's more
blowing
of
up
a
with these
support
void shards.
character. He
We
rarely
need to put
fields
them
large
down.
armies, especially in the early game.
Your will made manifest.
He's providing a lot of buffs and stuff that you don't really see readily.
You have not
He is
enough
helping me, it just doesn't look like it.
The enemy has mobilized. We should move to intercept.
As you can see, I now also have the Talus AI. Talus was in the Legacy of the Void prologue
We do not
campaign.
have enough minerals.
This warrior awakens.
Clolarian AI because it looks damn cool.
Without hesitation.
One thing about this Praetor suit is it's very good for cleaning up Zerglings and Banelings. Charge and just doesn't. And all those beams from the heavens, that's my ally, that's Karax. There are many Protoss commanders with Spear of Adun abilities, but Karax focuses on them to a much greater degree. You can see all the upgrades I need. Some of these are for my regular units, and some of them are for the AIs.
More minerals are required.
The Talus AI has a particularly useful ability that increases the damage taken by enemies, and he can affect multiple targets.
I am the blade of Arcanus.
And now we have Clolarian, the Carrier AI. And does this not look amazing? God, the Purifier Carriers are gorgeous. I love this thing. His special power is he has a death ray on the front of the carrier. It can only target air.
now.
Upgrade complete.
This is another power of Karax's here. He has a supercharged version of Chrono Boost that only lasts a few seconds, but vastly increases the speed of your production and such.
None of the law. Assimilate more Vespine gas.
And again, I am distracted by the narration, so I'm not playing as well as I could. Plus, Fenix is still new, so I haven't entirely mastered him yet.
I am the blade.
Karax is making carriers himself. This is pretty much the only viable army build Karax has.
Our foe is making their move. We must be ready.
As you can see, the Jupiter is quite devastating.
Upgrade complete.
So the pylon fields are
Our forces have
Chimeran pirates are taking advantage of the chaos to steal precious resources. Shoot those traitors out of the sky if you can.
It's a bonus objective.
What would you ask of me?
You may notice I also have the Fenix Announcer Pack. It was in a bundle with the Commander for cheap.
Research
Though,
complete.
I mildly regret the buying decision, because Phoenix's voice is good, but it's not that good. It's
Good work on that void shard.
Glory to the Daylon!
At the risk of being a broken record, I want a Celendis Announcer Pack. That's half the reason I keep harping on wanting more Celendis
The altars lie again. Our allies are under assault.
So, bonus objective is Karax. I too like to live dangerously.
Countdown showing that void shards are going to activate soon. That's not good.
You shut up, you blow.
Not today, Amon. We'll obliterate every void shard you stick in the ground.
My warriors never falter.
No rest for the righteous. Looks like we've got another set of void shards to deal with. Pirate ship neutralized. Nothing worse than pirates and traitors.
This warrior.
The firstborn shall persevere.
It would be a good time for one of them chrono boosts, Karax.
You have not enough minerals.
And again, you can see there's so many damn upgrades he needs.
I am the blade of our.
I love Anova. You don't really have to worry about upgrades, because she has a lot that you need to get, but they cost basically nothing.
Our
and
structures should research and create
almost
units much more quickly now.
Our forces have finished upgrade. The enemy approaches. Prepare for battle.
You know what I mean.
We
I have met the enemy.
Carrier has arrived.
for ire. Research complete.
Hey, I was really going heavy on this. I forgot I had the Arbiter up. I do not need to put a bunch of Zerglings in stasis. That's right.
For ire.
forge for yet more upgrades.
Your allies are in battle. More minerals are required.
This guy's pretty trigger happy for
This
the carries.
warrior awakens.
Well, he's level 90 for carries. Can be seriously. This is a proper Protoss moment, though, isn't it? Vast fleet of carriers steamrolling everything before it. The Golden Armada will be your end!
Your will made manifest. Solarite Drive Beam operational. Our allies are under assault. This warrior.
Glory to the Daemon.
We meet the enemy. We do not have enough minerals.
It'll take more than a few void shards to defeat the Dominion.
Ah, the thrill of battle.
These little glowy things are the ability of the adepts. In all versions of the game, adepts have an ability that summons a
appears the enemy
psionic
is
projection
advancing.
of themselves. The
Prepare
co-op
to meet them
version
in combat.
is it's just a copy
Another
of them that
void
fights,
shard
which
has
is
been destroyed.
very simple but very fun
Hardly
and
a
helpful.
match for my blades.
Home stretch, Commanders. One more group of shards to go. These pirates just don't learn, do they? Commanders, it's time to educate them.
Second bonus is up.
This warrior.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Let's see what T-Rex.
For ire. Carrier has arrived.
Underestimate Karax
Upgrade
at your
complete.
risk. Well, it's weird.
We
Karax is
require
one of those
additional
ones that
pylons.
really depends on who's playing him.
Warrior.
There are a lot of bad
firstborn shall
Karaxes out
persevere.
there, but a good Karax is pretty
I am
spectacular.
activating Chrono Boost now.
This
That
guy
should
seems
greatly
unusually
increase
good.
the
You'd be
output of our
amazed how many
structures.
people don't even bother with the Chrono Boost.
More. The enemy has attacked
It's
our
kind of making me
allies.
look bad here, honestly.
I shall oversee this battle from above. Initiating mass recall.
This is the main use
Our
of the
forces
arbiter.
have finished upgrading.
Piracy in the skies above Core Hall? Not on my watch.
Sometimes when I'm playing Phoenix, I just go
The
for
firstborn shall persevere.
mass infantry, just zealots and adepts. It's maybe not the most efficient build around, but it looks cool, and I really like the whole concept and aesthetic of the Protoss infantry charging into glorious battle.
Hierarch. Speak. Your
Worth noting, if I didn't already, that Phoenix has a unique Zealot variant, which is strange because there's already a Purifier Zealot variant, the Sentinel, which, yes, is probably an X-Men reference. But every Protoss commander has had a unique Zealot variant so far, so I guess they wanted to keep up the tradition. Phoenix's Zealot is a Legionnaire, which is basically like a regular Zealot, just with more health and damage.
We cannot support any additional supply. This
The firstborn shall persevere.
Supply. Match is pretty much done at this point. This is usually a quick map.
Nada the law. We are poised for
Damn, these carriers are
incoming
cool.
enemy strike force. Be ready.
I mean, the regular carriers aren't bad, but these ones are so much better.
Carrier has arrived. The enemy will fear my blades.
I don't know if I've sure I must have been seeing it, but I don't recall seeing this enemy unit composition very much. You usually don't see a lot of guards. That's a lot of interceptors.
Without hesitation. Upgrade complete.
Where shall we march? Let your will be heard.
Intaro Adu.
I guess that's pretty much it at this point. Once more, under the breach.
I am a dragoon once more. Nada Galar. I am the blade of Artanis. The enemy has attacked our allies.
There's Karax's purifier.
Engage the enemy.
His cooldowns.
One fewer void shard for us to deal with.
Another victory for the Purifiers.
So yeah, I'm pretty happy with Fenix. He's not going to be my favorite commander anytime soon, but I do
Our
enjoy
forces
him.
have finished
I regret
upgrading.
the purchase.
We have met the enemy
I still
in
like
battle.
Frozen a little better as far as
Your
prototypes.
allies are in battle.
Void shard eliminated.
But he's
Keep
very
it up.
versatile. There's a lot of different builds you can
The
go.
objective has fallen.
People on the forums keep saying he's really weak, but I don't buy it. I've not had any trouble at all. He's not as overpowered as Nova is, but God, Nova's like God mode cheats.
Our
You
allies
can't
are
compare
under
people to
assault.
Nova.
That's all
Nova's
of the
like
void shard.
game-breakingly
The
overpowered.
city is ours.
So
You
yeah,
hear
I
that,
think
Amon?
Phoenix is fine.
The Dominion is not so easily defeated.
And I'm hoping I'll have gotten my last achievement that I need for Phoenix after this. I already got the other three. His achievements are pretty quick and easy to get compared to some of the others. Yay! Cool. And I am very far ahead of my ally on kills, but when it's Karax, there's no shame in being behind on kills as Karax. He helps in ways that are less obvious. If it were another commander, this much of a gap between our kills would be really embarrassing, but Karax not so much. And that's basically that. That's Phoenix. So, thanks for watching, and Taro adieu.